What's good, y'all? It's your boy Yo D back with another 2K video, and it's been a lot of speculation that the 2K25 my player builder and the 2K26 my player builder is not necessarily copy and paste, but they have a lot of similarities as far as like what attributes cost, like and everything like that. So today I pretty much am bringing to you guys a video putting what we know pertaining to the attribute layout from 2K26 as far as like speed being connected with speed with ball, and I think layup being connected with close shot, with putting both of those attributes, or having both those attributes in mind being tied to each other. We made a day one type PG build that'll be a solid build to start with. Now the thing is with these builds, you know, there's cap breakers and everything like that, and we kind of like based on a lot of the way that we did our point layouts for our attributes based off of cap breakers, but it's more so based off of like a +1 or a +2 with the +2 cap breakers, instead of like the cap breakers where you can get +14. Like the thing is with that, I feel like it's good, but it's only gonna be good to give a person an average, like an average, so you'll only end up with an average driving layup as far as stats. A lot of times, a lot of people don't really want to make builds with just average like layouts for stats, because they want their build to pretty much help them win. They don't want to have to time everything perfectly, or be very precise when it comes to these builds. So truth be told, the lower attribute cap breakers, I don't feel like people are going to be utilizing that as much, even though it's a cool addition, because technically you could dump everything into one side, and whatever that attribute was that you really wasn't gonna do nothing with, you can utilize your cap breakers for. But the thing is, how long is it gonna take you to get to those cap breakers? So you're gonna pretty much be at a full deficit as far as a certain whatever attribute or whatever skill set that was that you were allowing to pretty much be left alone or left at the minimum to get other attributes. And I feel like you don't really have to do that. Also, I'ma pretty much say this now, I know that there's been a nerf in a sense to steals, which is good. I feel like the random pressing square is not defense. I don't care whether somebody said there was a lockdown or anything like that. Just randomly pressing square and get awkward animations and pluck animations don't make sense. So since the steals this year should be more precise pertaining to when you actually can get those on-ball steals, and when those blitzes will really be utilized correctly, when they actually will matter, you don't need a really high steal for that. Because I remember in other 2Ks, I didn't really put a really high steal, because if you timed the bump steal correctly, then you was good, or if you timed it correctly when you reached, it was good. So I'm not really too worried about putting up my steal really crazy this year. And I'm gonna say truthfully, for a lot of PGs, I would say to not put your steal up ridiculously anyways, because unless you're a person that's making your build for just 1v1, there's no purpose for you to have no 91 stickers. You're not going to play lockdown. Truthfully, against a good guard, PG won't be able to play lockdown. I know, because I was playing point and pretty much playing semi-lockdown when I played 2s and 3s, and that don't work. That really don't work and whatnot. So it's not you really gotta have a build that's dedicated to that. And the fact that we'll be able to green a lot more of our shots and everything now, those poppers and everything, those locks and everything will be able to sit corner or whatnot on offense, and definitely be a menace on defense as well, without having to be 50 in the corner as far as your shoot. So they gonna have their defensive and their offensive pretty much working well hand in hand now, especially our 7-foot poppers and everything like that. And that's gonna be coming back also. So I pretty much got a template for you guys. This is just a layout for the day one PG build. That way, those that are not gonna be in a heavy grind, that can't grind heavy like a part-time grinders on 2K, will be able to get out there and make a decent build that's gonna be valuable from day one to pretty much start and get their grind going and get content if they are trying to get content, or just enjoy the game. Because I feel like I'm one of those content creators that don't exactly go towards the meta or the main play styles or the main way that a lot of the content creators go when they go to making their builds. And I always have diversity in my builds every time I make them, and it's always a reason behind it. I know that in this build, instead of going to 93 dunk, I went 89 because you needed an 80 vert to get the 93 dunk. But truthfully, if you get into the basket, you're not gonna need a 93 dunk to dunk it. It's gonna be overkill. Truth be told, it's gonna be overkill. But I pretty much wanted to make this video real quick for you guys to make this template. This is pretty much a solid build to hit the ground running day one and kind of get yourself situated and get acclimated with the game to where you kind of already got good stats and you're not wasting VC right off the back. You can pretty much gain your VC and then make whatever you make your rebirth build with a more understanding of the game overall. But 2K26 is on its way. We are a few weeks away from 2K26 being here, and a few weeks away from, I think, Community Day, which we'll get some more insight on that. But like I said, I just wanted to make this template build for you guys. That way you guys can kind of hit the ground running with a PG if you guys are running PG. But other than that, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Y'all stay safe, be blessed.